Alright, well, first we're going to start with our internal stuff here. We should be able to get the rod back in here. Just want to make sure everything's good on the governor here. Looks okay. We're just going to give this a little bit of looby here, and hopefully this will all fit together nicely here. Kind of sort of thing. Got to get everything in the right position, right? She's got to fit perfectly bang in, so I probably should have put the shaft in first here and then the piston in, but I really don't want to have to pull that piston out again. It should go because I did it with that other engine, so it should go here. Just to figure out which way goes the best. There. That's more better. Okay, so now we can push the piston down a little bit more. There we go. Piston down where we can get these rod caps on. I'm just going to lather a little bit of oil down on that main and stuff in there. And this feller here needs a little bit on it too. Now I gotta find the bolts. What do I do with them little bolts? I thought I had put them in something here. Bolts. They're little small guys. There's one, there's two. Okay, bolts. Now these are a 10 mil, I do believe. I just got to get them in the right spot too. Get them started. It's funny this doesn't have the little metal strap dewey that you bend over the edge of the head of the bolt. So hopefully I can get that one in. It'd be nice to get some kind of ratcheting tool in here. There really just isn't room. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's probably a torque spec for that, but I just kind of go on and I just crank them. So what you want to do is tighten that a little bit there. Just a little more. Going over tighten them, that's okay, that's probably good. Now what I want to do is just cycle it a little bit, make sure everything's clear and clean and good, and let that run around a few second turns there. And then we'll just check the tightness again. That's pretty good. Okay. Just double make sure everything's good. We're going to squirt a little bit of oil down the camshaft holes here. On these guys. Get our camshaft here, make sure he's all good and stuff. Looks all right. Now we got to find a little dimple, which is right there. So you get this little dimple here. We got to line it up with the dimple on this guy here. And sometimes that's fun, sometimes it's not. Okay, that looks pretty good there. That's lined up nice. I'm gonna wipe this crap off of here. Okay, so now we've lined up the two there, so she should be in time. Never enough time. Okay, so this gasket actually looks good on here still, so I'm not going to glue the blue stuff to it. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but I'm just going to leave her like that, I think. So we're going to want to put a little bit of, just to give her a little quick shot there. Good. Now all these bolts will hold this side cover on. And that's probably not a 16, that's probably more like a 12 or 13. Do like a crisscross. Probably don't need my extension on these, but okay. Okay, that ought to get that. Now, we can put the head on. It was good and clean there. Put this metal gasket back on there. Okay. And oops. Should probably put a shot of stuff down in these, but okay. Gasket's on. Just make sure our head surface is good and clean here. Nice clean flat. Good. So there's a couple alignment pins there. We're going to line up on the dewies there, and actually the bolts go through there too. Just like that. We got our 4 bolts here. These two are probably a specific torque, but I usually just crank them. I've never had a problem with them. I need a head bolt to put back together. Just a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Okay, now we've got to put the push rods in. And reset them. Okay, now what we want to do is turn it over so that's the exhaust stroke. Let me just make sure I'm turning this the right way here. So away from me. Okay, so there's the intake. Turn this thing here. Well, I'll have to do it after, but anyways, when we get the flywheel on, I'll have a lot more grab and purchase there. I'm thinking everything's okay anyway, so we might as well throw the valve cover on. If something's wrong with it, we'll just have to take it apart again. really quite surprised I actually haven't used more of, you know, like the foamy stuff they use on like the air filters and stuff now. For gaskets and stuff like this thing still got an old cork gasket in it. It seems kind of old. Okay, we can probably throw together this flywheel stuff here now. And what we're going to need for that is our little half moon key. Like that. And we just got to line this keyway up here with the keyway on here. Something like that. We need this guy. And this guy for our starter to go in. And our cool nut. Okay. Okay, so now we want to work on our carburetor because there's a little thing in there on that governor that if you mess with this too much, it'll flip over and it'll pop out. And then you'll be like, what the heck's going on here? Something's not right. Okay, so now we've got to figure out what the heck way this went on again. It's got to be that way, I think, because there's no gasket on that side, so. That, and then the carburetor goes on. That's got to go up through there and up, I think, and around there. This guy comes down. Oops, that's not good. Goes under here. There. That goes up onto your spark plug. Okay, now this guy goes on like that. But before we do that, we've got to put our linkages on here. That one goes like this. Goes down like that. Goes in there. Hyperextending the spring here a little bit, but kind Come on now. Okay. There. Now we also got to hook on this guy. Ooh. I think it's that hole. I can't remember. Sure if I got that in the right exact spot there. No, I don't. It's supposed to be on this one. Okay, now I'm going to do the muffler. I'm going to tighten that up too, I think. Feels good. Muffler, or should be really loud. Which, you know, it's okay. Get back here. It's funny, these guys, they don't have any lock washers on. What the heck? Lock washers on these. Man. Quells. And there we go. We are built. Okay, we are built. We are built. Now, just gonna double check and look over everything. Everything's good. Now, just so you know, I haven't fired it up yet. She's clean. Got no gas in her. Oh yeah, these silly things. Silly. So yeah, no gas. She's gasless. Gasless. Nothing. Not a drop. Not a drop. Now, oh geez. I don't have any gas. That's not good. I'm to run and get some. That's quite a cap though, man. That's yeah. That's a huge cap. I kind of really don't like the way they got it sort of tied into this thing here, but anyways, we can throw some oil in her here. I'm going to have to probably do a, see, no oil yet either. Fresh clean oil. Gonna have to do a, dump some of this in and use my other container here too. Oil, oil, oil. Out. Whatever's left in this, I'm sure should be enough. We're not going to be like running this for like 6 days, like straight. So we will, however, probably put them in a bit of a harmonic balance outside. Oh, I can't though. Well, I guess I could. Actually, if I did it right, I could have put them both on the same board and ran them, but oh well. It's alright. probably pretty good. You know, there's only a hair a little bit left in here. That's pretty good. It's just starting to show at the door here, we'll say. That one's tight, that one's tight. Good. I'm just going to dump these into this one. Maybe. And have to go get some gas. Good, that's good. Okay. Moment of truth. Did we mess her up or is she good? Choke's on. The switch actually feels kind of funny-ish. And here we go. Should be full. That should be That's good. I'm just going to pull her outside and fire it up out there. Okay, I didn't put it on the board, but she'll take off nowhere. And yeah, we'll get the other one out here. Go across the parking lot though, he's moving. Oh. Hey. What's your friend? Oh, I'm gonna let him run for a little bit. The Honda's good, still going. Oh, wait a minute. Starting to hiccup a little bit. Oh, that one died a lot faster than the other guy. He kept going and going and going and got halfway across the parking lot. Crazy motor.